Police Academy Trainer version 1.5.
Police Trainer is an arcade game released in 1996 by P&P Marketing. It's a compilation of sorts of short minigames which strive to give off the impression of Police Academy training. This involves many stages like simulations, defense, timing,
break the targets,
marksmanship, and a whole bunch more. The goal of the game is to shoot the correct target in each mode. Usually there will also be targets that reduce your score, so you have to keep an eye out for what you are and are not to shoot. Fortunately, before each game, you're given a display screen prompting you of what is and isn't intended to shoot at. Shooting incorrect targets results in a negative 100 score penalty in most cases, therefore keeping your eye on the prize is always necessary to successfully complete the stage. 3 failed stages will result in game over unless you pop in another corridor where you can start right where you left off. Upon failing a stage, you'll be able to choose any of the 5 other stages, though once you've completed a stage, there's no going back until the next gameplay session. The game won't even let you select them, and if you hold back for long enough, it'll choose one of the remaining stages for you. That's what happens when you take too long on the arcade machine, I suppose. The more you fail at a specific stage, the lower the requirement to pass will go. This is up to 3 different iterations of a lower score. It's pretty generous when in reality they could just expect you to throw in another quarter. I guess simply said, the game is genuinely fair. Now I'll address the elephant in the room here. This isn't a game intended to be played on the PC. I've played it at the arcades multiple times before, but there are no locations in my area that still have the game, so I'm left to using this arcade machine emulator. Of course, the original light gun for the game requires you to use your own precision to play like any other light gun game, so using a USB Wiimote sensor and Wiimote isn't the most ideal way to play the game, which is what you're taking a look at here. I gotta say, there's always been something uniquely satisfying about getting that big pass graphic with the fanfare playing. It's just somehow very gratifying. That I would have to say represents the experience as a whole. While there are some repeated stages, they're all quite different in layout and design. No 2 stages are exactly the same, and all preceding stages will be up to, if not 2 times as difficult as the last. These preceding stages will be found in any of the next ranks, being 6 in total. Each rank has 6 stages to complete, and you'll have to clear each and every one of them to move on to the next rank. Most of these ranks will have at least one exclusive stage which you won't find again in later ranks. Testing your eye-hand coordination is always good fun and best tested with the Metro Police Academy Trainer. This is the full title of the game, that is, though even the developers themselves refer to it as Police Trainer, the arcade game. Police Trainer is one of those games that once it's up and running, nobody can really seem to be able to put it down. At least that's been the case with my friends who, upon each time seeing it running, always grab the gun and give it a go. Usually they play until they beat the game, which is usually a play session of around 40 minutes. That's pretty much perfect for an arcade game, though I've always wanted to come back for more. A sequel to the game does in fact exist, but there's very little information on it out there. It was made by Phantom Systems and Team Play Interactive. P&P Marketing published it, but from what I can tell, the original developers weren't involved in this one. I've never come across the machine myself if that hasn't been made obvious enough, and I'd love to try it out. I'm sure one day more information will be put out there for this game by some wonderful arcade goer out there, but my hopes of ever being able to play it are relatively slim. That's all besides the point, and of course, yes, I went on a bit of a tangent there, but I felt if I were ever to talk about that, this would be the video to do so in. I suppose before I conclude, I'll have to mention the 2-player mode, which I really had no means of being able to try myself with what I got set up. I've played the 2-player mode a lot growing up, and I can say with certainty that it is a great experience. It was probably so appreciated by me because I was so little at the time, and the required scores are decreased significantly for the 2-player mode. Should I get the opportunity again, I'm sure me and a friend could run through the game on 2 quarters in the multiplayer mode, so it makes for a pure, light-hearted good time. There are a few bonus stages to be played exclusively with a friend, so there's yet another bit of added charm to the experience. Thank you for watching, and I wish all you frame raiders a wonderful day.